Welcome to part 3 of What's around Siem Reap. Today we're going just to one Wat, and it's called Wat Pren. It's to the south of the city. This is the route that I took. I meant to go the shorter one, which was 14 minutes, but I ended up taking the 16. Here's some footage from along the road. It's about 2 k's out of town at this point, and already you can see that it's changed from being urban to rice paddies, cows. These are called red roads for obvious reasons. I haven't been here in the wet season yet, so I can only imagine what they're like. So here we are at the gate of the Wat, and quite a bit of land around this one, as it's further out of the city, I suppose. Much more space. The gate's pretty impressive. Lots of nice detail on the columns. I'll show you a close-up here. Pretty cool. This Wat had more stupas than I've ever seen together in a Wat here. I'll just go for a walk around and look at some of them. So in here, this one had a packet of incense. Some dogs howling outside at the moment. Don't know if you can hear them. And some of these are quite plain, other ones much more highly decorated. Some colour, some just kind of raw concrete. Maybe it depends on whose remains are in there, what relic it is that it's housing. I'm not sure. Some of them have these sort of fences around them, and others are just out and about with the others. Got some ants biting my feet at around about here. It's quite uncomfortable. Look at that gold. They're quite lovely. Again, really peaceful, nobody else around. Very quiet. I started teaching this week just gone, so now that I don't have as much time, I'm really going to have to make sure that I kind of schedule in time to do these sorts of things, because I really want to make sure that I keep doing a lot of the things that I came here to do, and not get too caught up in just lazing around when I'm not working. So I thought I'd start as I mean to continue and get out there on the first Sunday off and have a look around. This one was really pretty. Look at that. That's about half of the stupas that they have here. Go and look at the ones on that side. Oh yes, this Wat has a big surprise coming up for you later on as well. But we'll get to that. Look at this one, it's red. I have not seen a red one like that before. Around about here, I started to think about the fact that there could be snakes in these areas. Tried to unthink that thought as quickly as it popped into my head. Especially when I'm walking through those kinds of leaves, leaf piles, and it's all very crunchy and sort of place where you think a snake might hang out. Anyway. Hey, these random brightly coloured ones are great. Look at that. It's like kind of red, that one's orange. That one's got the fence around it. And protective nagas. I've been reading a bit more about the architecture of these places to try and understand what it is that I'm looking at. These ones are really old. It's like urban exploration stupas. Very crusty. So yeah, my teaching job, it's 22 and a half hours a week contact time. I don't have any obligation to stay at the school between the classes, but I do have to do my planning in my own time. So whether I choose to do that at the school and stay there between classes or at home, they don't mind as long as the job gets done. They do pay well, but they expect, I guess, a high standard of work in return for that. Yeah. Don't know what this is in here. Let's go back up there now. So they're just building this. I did have a look at Google Maps and reviews of people that have been to this Wat before, and I read from someone, and that he'd posted photos as well. This was being built and didn't look to be much less advanced than it is now, and that was about 8 months ago. So progress is pretty slow, I imagine. There was a guy having a shower out in the open over there, so I tried to sneak up these side stairs while he was distracted. I didn't want someone telling me, no, you can't go there. So quickly up the steps and inside. Carving on these doors, look at that. So lovely. Jeez, those dogs are going nuts outside. Just the light coming in, the fact that it's sort of a sandy dirt floor. Just a really nice, really pleasant feeling walking around in there. I enjoyed it very much. No wonder it takes them so long to put these places together. There's a lot of detail, a lot of effort that goes into it. Some more stupas around there. Then I thought I'd go and have a look at some other buildings. That's the one on the left that I was just in. And down here, lots of wide open spaces in this Wat. And a lot of things that you don't expect to see. There's a drum there. I heard them beating that before. I don't know whether it's kind of reminding the monks to pray at certain times. Anyway, it's like a pigeon on the left here, like a pigeon roosting box. There's a few pigeons coming and going. And then I saw these. Look at this. What is this? I'll just stop talking so you can hear my initial reaction. I had to cut out a bit of swearing. There you go. Rabbits. What the? Hello? Didn't expect to see you here. How you doing? Who are you? Those big eye creatures. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, super glad they had about 4 layers of fence around those guys. So the ones at the end are civets, and they are just ferocious little things. Nasty. But what a crazy thing to find in a temple. These are the monks' houses at the back here. they're just an open room as far as I can gather, and the monks sleep on a mat on the floor. There's shared bathrooms, communal bathrooms in different buildings. I was very, very, very surprised to see that wildlife there. So those were gibbons. I did look up the name of them, but I can't remember right now. I'll put it down below in the comments section. There were also rabbits there. The guy with the big eyes is a slow lorry, or a Bengal lorry, I think, when I looked up. And there were also some dogs in one of the cages, but they didn't look like normal dogs, quite strange. So I looked that up, and I think they are something called a dhole, a D-H-O-L-E, and they're like a native dog to this area. And a strange dingo-like creature. I guess somebody surrendered those animals or found them. Maybe somebody had like an illegal collection of wild animals, and they ended up here where the monks look after them. Certainly not what you expect, though. That building just there with the strange balcony thing on top is a toilet block. That's another toilet block ahead. Other little monk houses to the left. It's amazing how you come to these places and don't see another soul. Except for that monk before. I saw this strange tablets. More tablets. I did investigate further, and they were full packets of paracetamol. Really odd. I don't know why someone would discard them, but there you go. Oh, there's geese in there. That's a lotus pond. There were some geese in there. Kept well clear of those. And some bony cows there. Don't know what that's going to be. Like an observation tower, something. Seen photos of this. It must have been in the wet season because it was full. It's not that much water in there now, and it's pretty overgrown with weeds. Still quite pretty. Oh, hello.
Hey. You gonna let me have a pat? No, come here. Come on.
Yes, after the initial playing hard to get, he followed me around and demanded pats, rubbed all over my legs. Yeah. It was all a ruse. They know how to play me. What a cutie, though.
You're so cute.
The Cambodia tail. Thank goodness those dogs have stopped barking. Yeah, so off to school again tomorrow for third day of teaching. Should be good. If you want to ask any questions about teaching, please put a comment and I'll get back to you about it. I don't want to say too much about where I work or, you know, what I'm being paid, that kind of thing. It's privacy sort of thing. But happy to help with more general stuff if you want to know about that. But my school is particularly generous. That they've sorted out my visa extension for the next 12 months already. They help out with the work permit. They do professional development. On the second day that I was there, they kind of presented me with a nice caddy full of, you know, whiteboard markers and pens and all that kind of thing. Lots of great resources. So they pay really well, but they expect a lot in return, I guess is the message that I'd give about that. Crazy tiles. This reminds me of a wedding hall. The way they drape the fabric is similar to what they do to marquees that they set up for weddings here. But I think this is always like this. No one around. No one seemed to mind. Well, no one there to mind that I'm wandering around. And that was about it for the Wat visit. Let's get on the bike and just as I was leaving, found this bit as well. It kind of seems connected to the Wat, but a little bit separate as well. Look at those beautiful shady trees, just lovely. Reminds me of an Australian national park almost. The Red Road again. This is just to show you an intersection on the Red Road on the way back into town. It's probably, yeah, different road to what I took in, about 2 k's. So please like and subscribe and comment. Check out all the other stuff in the links below.